somewhere else. But have them just start turning prisoners loose. And the overtime is another thing. And they're so short, that's probably the biggest utilizer is overtime. And that was the least agency that you'd want to lose employees from. And then drop was keeping a lot of them. So, you know, I think these new guys have pretty much devastated Department of Correction. And you're going to see, I believe, some significant impact. It's going to get a lot of people's attention over the next few years because of that. But, you know, it's kind of a live and learn thing, and I think these guys will. And I'm hoping that, I don't know if we make any progress next year, but after this year, if we do nothing, it'll be progress.
I know all these challenges that we are all facing needs to be a team effort, and I think you've addressed that we all needed to be advocates. What is it that we can do in our chapters or in our districts that can be beneficial?
Well, I mean, I think you can keep in tune to what's going on, and if things work like we would like them to, which they probably won't, we will, you know, try to work with the legislature and develop a consensus of, you know, what will work to solve the problems, and there'll be some give and take. You know, I think you can, you know, if you want to get involved in that, or you can at least be in tune and support whatever we can come up with to solve the problem, instead of just doing stuff that says we did this because we had that problem, so y'all feel good about it. So next year when we get to do it again, I mean, that's the road we're going down. And you know, next year we ain't gonna be able to work it out. I hope it's not this year, but I don't know. So, but I mean, I think that's what you can do, is just stay engaged and work for some reasonable solutions, and those have to be developed. Yes, ma'am.
Are you telling us that we should be proactive instead of reactive, and that we should let our legislators know before the next session begins some of our concerns regarding RSA, and not wait until there are bills on the floor?
I think you've got to be proactive, and with this group, it's been my experience. If you go and say, and because I did this, I mean, you know, I wouldn't say it if I wasn't the worst example of it. You don't go to them and say, that was the dumbest thing I ever saw last year when you introduced that bill. You go to them and you say, you know, I know we've got some problems, and I'd like to help you work with us. And you're right, you've got to be proactive instead of reactive. If we get in a reactive battle, that's not near as good a position to be in these days as it used to be back in the good old days. So, I mean, I think we've got to be, you know, proactive and try to, you know, work with the guys and you know, and if that happens, we can really, I think, come out of this feeling good, because even though we liked the old system, it was very generous, made us smile, it was doomed to fail in time. I mean, you just had to see that and know it's just like the housing bubble and everything else. Like I said, when you got people contributing 25 years, drawing 40, and getting a COLA every other year, it's not going to work. And we did that for a long time. So, you know.
Questions?
All right.
I think it goes without saying that this organization certainly don't want to see any change in the board or the hierarchy at the retirement system. And we appreciate the work y'all do. All righty, let me see what I'm supposed to do now. This is not on my little notes, but we know from the people that's checking out of the hotels that this is probably the last time I'll be standing before some of y'all this meeting. I'd just like to tell you how much I appreciate your words of encouragement, and we appreciate you being here. And until we see you again, on Godspeed, and Leanne will make some announcements.
Thank you. before the announcements, I guess this is an announcement. Anybody that kept their USA newspaper yesterday, the part of USA Today where they talk about the states, the Alabama little paragraph said, hours after the 9/11 attacks on the World Trade Center, a red, white, and blue flower arrangement appeared at the base of the New York state flag on grounds of the state capitol. Its source was a mystery. Then Deputy Secretary of State David Asbell posted on Facebook Sunday that he and then Secretary of State Jim Bennett bought the flowers. So any of you that knew about that mystery, that was our own David Asbell, who is the person that's behind the scenes with RSA and has been for how many years? 8 years. So I just thought that was so nice. And then if anybody had it, I wish I would have said it yesterday, because I think you'll be available for autographing your USA Today. Just a few quick announcements. The golfers, anybody playing golf, your lunches will be available after the at 11:30, I believe, at the registration desk. And also, the break is going to be in the silent auction room, and all the items are in there. So please look at those and bid generously, because of course that goes for our foundation's activities. I'd also like to thank William and Mark for coming today. I know it's always good for us. Everybody's concerned about their benefits, and those are two people that are very important to us and to what we have in retirement. Stacy's going to take some pictures, so if Mark and William, if you'll wait for a little bit, we may get you to autograph something too. But anybody on the ERS board, or that has been on the ERS board, or board members on the SEIB board in past, if you'll just kind of wait for a minute, we want to do some pictures for our magazine. And we will be back here in 30 minutes, and which is about 10:30. Thank you.